Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. I'm Luana, and here on my channel, I talk about all things nervous system health, relationship health, and trauma healing. In today's video, I'm showing you 3 practical ways that can help you recover from adrenal fatigue or burnout. Make sure you stick around my channel because I've made other videos that will get more into the nitty-gritty and the why behind why we may get adrenal fatigue and burnout. So make sure you check out those videos after you watch this one. What are some signs that you may be experiencing adrenal fatigue or burnout? So right off the bat, if you have CPTSD or can relate to those symptoms, it's highly likely that your adrenals are tuckered out, because we get adrenal fatigue if we've been living in that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response for a very long time. If you struggle with chronic illness or mysterious health issues, it's highly likely as well that you also suffer from adrenal fatigue or adrenal burnout. So the day-to-day things that you can notice within yourself is mid-back and lower back pain, that chronic mid-back and lower back pain that we have all experienced. Our neighbors have experienced it. The bus driver has experienced it. Every single person, that throbbing mid or lower back pain, that's where our adrenals are, kind of like right back here. And if they're working overtime, all those muscles and the tissue and fascia around there are also tense, and that creates pain, pelvic misalignment, and all that fun stuff. So if you're experiencing mid-back, lower back pain, the adrenals are most likely working overtime. If you run in these cycles of go, like drinking 2-3 cups of coffee a day, getting all the stuff done, and after 2 days, after 5 days, a few weeks, or sometimes it takes people a few months, they crash. So we can only sustain that adrenalized state, that cortisol, for a short period of time, and then we crash. That looks like Netflix and sitting in your room. Maybe it's dark in there and you're just munching and have to sleep and just kind of numb out and watch Netflix for a few days. Or maybe it's just, some people have those like black hole days where if their nervous system is quite dysregulated, they can't get out of the house, or it's when those physical symptoms kind of inflame more. So that cycle of go, and then crash, whether that's after a few days, weeks, or months, that's also a sign of adrenal fatigue. When that, it's all involved in the cycle, but when that crash happens, that's when the adrenals are really saying, no, please stop and do something different. So let's get into 3 practical ways that you can help yourself recover from adrenal fatigue. And I also want you to know this is YouTube, so it's just kind of skimming the surface of these helpful tools. If you want to dive deeper, I teach online programs. Nervous system regulation made simple is the starter course. That's the starting off point. Then I also do one-on-one work and intensives in person here in Canada. So let's get into some basic tools for this video. The first tool I want you to know about is a hot water bottle. It's very simple, and if you have one, it looks like this, or you can also do it with a heating pad. So what you do is you fill up this hot water bottle or turn on your heating pad just a little bit. Don't fill it up all the way. Obviously, make it safe. Make sure all the air is out. And I tell my one-on-one clients to do this. I tell my people in my programs to do this. When you're unwinding for the night or you're taking a little break in the afternoon, get your hot water bottle, fill it up, put it across your back, mid-back here. This is where our adrenal area is. And lie down on it. This is why there has to be a very little air in it, so it's safe. And visualize, here's a visual of your adrenals, visualize and invite your little adrenals and your kidneys underneath to bask in this beautiful warmth, kind of like when you're outside on a sunny day at the beach and that sunlight hits your face and it's just this invite your kidney and adrenals to have that moment for themselves. And when I say moment, I mean you can do this for 15, 20 minutes. You can even take a little nap, set your timer, take a little nap, because those adrenals, if they're working overtime and you're living in burnout, they actually will move up towards your spine and up your back. And they're supposed to be, when we're in a resting state, and most of the time during our day, they're supposed to actually drop down and be hanging out kind of towards our lower two ribs. So using the heat, this warmth, it can't be too hot, and that contact that you make with your intention of visualizing your adrenals and visualizing some sunlight coming in, maybe sending some gratitude. In my programs, Nervous System Regulation Made Simple, as well as my one-on-one work, we do embodied audio exercises. These exercises are really experiences. In my starter course, there's actually 9 of those exercises that teach you specifically to support the adrenals as well as the brainstem, because that's our other kind of home of the autonomic nervous system organ that's at the base of our skull and the top of our spine. In my programs, I teach this to people of how to intentionally invite the adrenal and kidneys to rest, because the reason why adrenal and kidneys get burnt out and we experience this complete exhaustion is because we have this sense that I have to go it alone. I have to hold everything together and go on my own, and I don't really have the support. So we come on in with the intention of offering support and seeing if the adrenal and kidneys want to rest easy, any amount at all. Because normally, if we've been in that go mode, our body will give us some pushback, some resistance to resting easy. Those little adrenals, when I work with people, they actually kind of start to talk to me and the person I'm working with, and that's what learning the language of the nervous system is all about. They'll be like, no, I've been working hard. This is what I know how to do. I don't want to rest. And then we kind of have this conversation. Coming back to the hot water bottle, that is one thing that you can do to invite your adrenal and kidneys to rest and take a break. Number 2, I touched on it a little bit, is self-touch. So in my programs, I teach this, as well as when I work in person, I am actually having my hands on the individual's t-shirt, not actually on the adrenal or kidneys, but with my intention, have the intention, as I explained previously, of inviting the adrenal and the kidney to rest easy, any amount. So self-touch, how you can do this is putting a hand on the front of your rib cage. You can see me here, front of your rib cage, or the back of your rib cage, right around your lower floating 2 ribs. That's where your adrenal is. You can put one hand on there if you've got flexible shoulders. You can do a sandwich like this and just invite sunlight and gratitude into that space. And it's not about manipulating fascia, manipulating how you feel. It's simply coming in with the intention of the possibility, the probability for healing. And what I find very effective in that is inviting sunlight or moonlight or simply gratitude. So self-touch, you can try that right now. Sometimes when I'm even working at my laptop, I'll just take my hands back here and just give some gratitude to my adrenals. And in my programs, this is what I teach in a more in-depth way. So moving to number 3. Number 3 is please stop overriding. Stop overriding. What the heck does overriding mean? Overriding basically means we're pushing past our body and being's natural impulses to slow down, stop, take a break. So this can look like many different things. So I'm going to give you some examples so you can get a feel of, where am I overriding in my life? So a super straightforward one is, when you kind of hit 2 o'clock in your day, or it could be different times depending on your rhythms, hit 2 o'clock and you just feel like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I've had a busy morning. If you have kids, you have a lot to hold there. Work. you hit 2 o'clock, and instead of taking a break and just going to stand outside, breathing the air in, or laying down on the couch for 10 minutes, you make yourself a coffee. Or you take a cold shower to wake you back up. And that is overriding. That's pushing past your limits. This is pushing past our personal boundaries. And we all have done it, or we all do it because, even when we're kids, we're told to push ourselves, push our limits, do better, be better, produce more, achieve these sorts of things. So when you find yourself in the afternoon or whatever time of day it is, running low on energy, see what it's like if you can just lie on the floor, lie on the couch for 5-10 minutes, notice your breath. If you're in my Nervous System Regulation Made Simple starter course, you can do the embodied audio exercises then. They're like 10 to 25 minutes. Take a break, nourish yourself. This is one part of recovering from adrenal fatigue, is we have to learn to stop pushing past our limits so much. Another example is super basic. If you work out or go to the gym, there is a limit that we will reach where our body is like, okay, I've pushed myself to an extent, and it's in a healthy way, because we need to push ourselves to grow muscles, to strengthen our tendons, to get our cardiovascular system in a new place. However, if we push ourselves too much for whatever reason, if it's a personal reason or because of body image stuff, then that's overriding. If we do an extra set and we're just done. This is why some workout routines, they're actually called like bicep burnout, or I don't know, another, you can probably think of one like ab burnout or something burnout. It's because you override and push so much that we're just exhausted at the end. And that is overriding. So recovering from adrenal fatigue, don't do those workouts. It's not gonna help you recover. Another one is family and friends or work. If a family or friend asks you to hang out or do something for them, and your instinct, your gut feeling is like, no, I'm tapped out for the evening or for the week. I don't have any more juice. I can't give anymore or show up for someone when they call me on the phone with a problem. And it's hard to say no, so I just override. I just listen or go along with it. That is overriding. And finally, there's tons out there, but the last example is overriding emotions. So if you have the impulse to cry or be angry or feel disgust or have sadness, and we push it down and we suppress it, that has an impact on our body, our being, our cells. Because when we suppress, what rhymes with suppression or repression? Depression. So when we override that natural flow of energy that comes with expressing an emotion, and if we do this enough, we're going to feel it in our kidney and adrenals. And I can tell you this because I have experienced this, and really everything I've explained in this video myself, and that's what I teach in my programs and my one-on-one stuff, is how to recover from this and how to kind of tease out overriding in your life, because it gets a little bit different for everyone, but it really is a game changer when we can call ourselves out and say, oh, I'm overriding right now. Maybe I won't do that today. So that wraps up this video, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it. 3 practical ways how you can recover from adrenal fatigue and burnout. If you're interested, make sure you stick around and watch my other 2 videos on the benefits of healing from the level of the adrenals as well as the function of the adrenals. If you want to dive deeper, I'll link my starter course below so you can go take a peek. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you very, very soon.